So in my arms right now would be the entirety of the 2003 anime. This anime is pretty difficult to find through legal means. It is a little old, so it's not really readily available on DVD. You're not going to be able to find it through like a first-party seller. However, I was able to find all of these through second-party sellers. About a year ago, it was streaming on Netflix, but I don't know where it's streaming right now. I don't even know if it is streaming anywhere right now. That's part of the reason why I decided to get all of it on DVD. So if you were looking carefully, you may have noticed that I do have some duplicates in here, and we will touch on that later. But the series has 13 DVDs total, and then you have The Conqueror of Shambhala, and then you have the OVA collection, which brings you to 15 DVDs total. Tracking down 15 DVDs is not a really easy task. But I thought it was weird that Crunchyroll has The Conqueror of Shambhala subbed, but it does not have anything else of the anime. Why does it only have the movie at the very end, subbed only? But when I realized that it was literally only The Conqueror of Shambhala and nothing else, something told me it was going to be a little difficult to find these through legal means. Through a very strange course of events, I was at a local mall with my sibling, and I happened to have found discs 7 and 8 at my local FYE. And after I found these two discs, that kind of started the journey of me trying to find the series on DVD. Because the series is great, but I want a little bit more than just 8 episodes. Now, when I first started searching for these, I immediately turned to Mercari. It was already a platform I was using, so I decided to poke around, and as I mentioned a little bit earlier in this video, there are 15 total DVDs for this entire series. It was not really an easy task trying to find all 15 of them. You have 13 discs. There are 13 discs with 4 episodes each, except for the last one, it only has 3. And then you have The Conqueror of Shambhala, and then there's the OVA collection. Now, I spent a little bit of time tracking down all of the DVDs, and I was going to buy them separately, but then somebody put up a listing that was all 13 of them for only $85. So yeah, I snagged that immediately. And then after I bought it and it got here, needless to say, I immediately filmed an unboxing for my TikTok. That's what I first did. And then let's just say I made sure they worked, if you catch my drift. And I mentioned that I got 7 and 8 at FYE, and then I got the complete set online. You're probably thinking, does that mean I have 2 copies of 7 and 8? And come on. Yeah, I have 2 copies of 7 and 8. Kind of considering selling them. Might give them to a friend. Depends if she takes me up on it. Now, one of my favorite parts about the original anime is just, I think the art style is really pretty. It just has that classic anime look. And it just, I love it. I love it. And I also, I enjoy the original anime in general. I think it's actually pretty good, and it doesn't really deserve the hate that it gets. But there's another thing that I recently discovered about this anime, and I didn't realize how pretty the cover art was. Like, these look lovely. Oh, I tapped my microphone. So we're going to attempt B-roll with a shoddy voiceover. So, bear with me, okay?
This right here would be the cover art for disc 1. And this is disc 2. The artwork looks absolutely lovely. Apologies for the glare, I was struggling to get an angle. This is disc 3. Again, the artwork is absolutely lovely. Disc 4. This would be the artwork for disc 5. And this is disc 6. This would be the artwork for disc 7. Again, the detail is incredible. It is so beautiful. And right next to it would be disc 8. Now, it would appear as though I either accidentally cut out disc 9 or skipped over disc 9 because this right here is actually disc 10. And this would be the art for disc 11. This is disc 12. Last but not least, disc 13. Now this is the default outer jacket for the Conqueror of Shambhala, however there are other editions with different jackets. And now the inner jacket, however, looks like this. I don't know what I was doing right there. Trying to get a good angle. This is the front cover for the OVAs. However, just 1 minute because the inner jacket, come on, looks like this, and the artwork is so adorable. I love it. Honestly, the Chibi Party OVA is absolutely hilarious.
Alright, excuse the slightly different camera angle. It just occurred to me that you could just film the entire thing and then film the B-roll later. I wasn't thinking, so I filmed the B-roll halfway through this. Yeah, thinking's not my thing. I'm still getting used to this. Just give me some time while I... Okay, so, the lovely stack of DVDs you see here. I spent maybe $120 on the entire thing in total. Now, that is a steal. Because, A, there's 15 DVDs. So that comes to under $10 each. And if you look inside, you see little booklet information booklets. Hold on, let me see if I can find one. This literally gives you information about the retail price, and they were $30 a disc when they first came out. So, yeah, I would say I definitely got a great price with these, and I'm happy with this purchase. I quite enjoy them. I used to have them over with my collection. However, I moved them over towards where my TV is, so they're just easier to access for when I want to watch them, because I do watch it. I watch it often. I enjoy this series. I really like the original 2003 Fullmetal Alchemist anime. So, in short, how I was able to get my hands on all of these is when I was in Macari, I favorited every listing I found, right? And then I price compared. I was lucky enough to... My nose is running. I was lucky enough to come across a listing that was all of them for only $85. And then the Conqueror of Shambhala, and then the OVAs. The OVAs was actually the most expensive one, oddly enough. Anyways, but I favorited all of the listings, and I kept an eye on them, and I price compared, until eventually I was able to get the best deal. It did take a while, and I definitely got lucky, but I'm sure with persistence, you'll be able to get your hands on the entire series too, unless it comes back to streaming services. Oh, I slapped my microphone cord. unless it comes back to streaming services. I would love to see it come back to streaming services because that's just a smidge easier than tracking down 15 DVDs. Because yes, there is 15 of them. That's a pain in the ass. I'm not even gonna lie. It is a pain in the ass. They look excellent on a collection. They look great on display. But that's beside the point. Excuse for how messy the video is. I'm not really sure what I'm doing or how to do this. I'll only improve over time, so if you want to see those improvements, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I'm actually going to be doing unboxings of Roy and Riza's pop-up parade figures once I finally get them in hand. They should be shipping out soon, so I'm just so excited. Also, Bradley's is shipping out next month. I have all 3 of them pre-ordered. I'm just waiting to get them in hand. I will be doing an unboxing of those on this channel, so subscribe to see that. I will also be discussing all 6 of the Fullmetal Alchemist light novels. I did a brief little explain in 30 seconds on TikTok, but this would be a more in-depth, longer explanation. But I'm waiting until I have my hands on the 2nd edition of The Ties That Bind. At the time of recording, that comes out next week. So that video will be recorded and put up soon. It's probably going to be the next one coming after this. Who knows? Anyways, make sure you subscribe. If you like this video, hit that like button. And I guess I'll catch you guys later.